Hey, this is Ben Kasani. Today, I wanted to talk about a simple pattern I noticed with a coaching client that I thought was very insightful. I thought I'd share. So, in a few minutes, I wanted to describe this how to take something very complicated and make it very simple, or at least simple to understand and make some progress so that you can address complicated issues in your life. For example, let's say you have a person in your life that's a challenge, a boss, a lover, a friend, a family member, a child, someone in your life, and you have these situations where you're just wondering, like, how do I address this situation? It seems very complicated and confusing with this person, or maybe there's multiple people involved, and it just feels like, how do I ever succeed in this situation? One of the key things to step back here is look at the function. What is the function of your relationship or the situation? You can say, like, the function of these two people, you and me coming together, is that we're in a lover relationship. Or the function of this dynamic here is father and mother. We're worried about a child. Or the function is in a business context, we need to have a business decision. Maybe the function is how do we get authority to get these people aligned? If you can step back and ask yourself, what is the function of this relationship or interaction or this situation? Then we're going to merge this now. We're going to look at the external world that we've become so attached to and so focused on. It's out there, the problem's out there, the problem's out there. And we're going to go inward. And when we go inward, uh, a new kind of empowerment happens. Let's say we're worried about a loving relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife, or partner, right? And you're living together, you're married, you're dating, you're divorced, you're separated, right? All those different functions. There's this lover relationship, two people in an intimate relationship. And you're like, how do I deal with this? Zoom out. What's the function now? The next question is, what parts does this represent inside of me? One way to look at this is saying Tony Robbins often refers to masculine and feminine energy or types, or we could say yin and yang energy. There is a yin and yang in each of us. This is not talking if you're masculine or feminine, like you're a boy or girl, but the types of energies that you tend to gravitate towards. And you have both yin and yang energies. Yang or masculine's more direct, feminine's more indirect. But you might be in a situation where you're so caught up in the details and the feelings of it, or you might be so masculine, like and direct and forthright, but not noticing that there's some indirect ways you could approach it, or a more feeling or thoughtful way that you could approach it. And when you accept and honor both of these parts within you, it's like a marriage within yourself. You are becoming a living symbol of a loving, functional, healthy relationship. So sometimes we have these problems in life that reflect back to us, hey, you need to get the masculine and feminine inside you working better. Maybe you shut down the boy in you because someone told you men were bad, or maybe you shut down the girl in you because you felt like feelings weren't allowed, or little girls aren't allowed to have their voice or have fun. And whatever that was that hurt us or wounded us is also an opportunity to learn more about what that energy truly is in a mature state. An immature masculine can be hot headed, and immature feminine can be too emotional and scatterbrained. But a mature feminine is very nurturing, and a mature masculine is very direct and a good guide and leader and cares about the people he's leading. As you look at how you can draw the feminine and masculine and show up in them in healthy ways and get them to work together, it's kind of like your more intellectual side, your more intuitive side, your more physical side, and your more emotional side or feeling side. And as you can pull these together and integrate them and receive the lessons they have to give you, you're going to find this empowering state. So then now you can go out to these outward problems and approach them from a place of more wholeness or holiness. Okay, so here's another one. Let's say you just started up, you're an entrepreneur, you started up a business and you've never had to be in the business role before. You've always been an employee and now you have employees and you have to make these tough decisions about how are we going to spend finances and how are we going to do our business policy, but how are we going to be fair to our employees? And so you're fulfilling multiple roles. You're fulfilling the role of HR, being nice to people, the nice boss, the friendly guy, and being nice to your employees. You're all and the friend. You're also playing the role of the executive who has to make tough calls and financial decisions. As you can integrate these parts of, hey, I want to be nice and friendly to people and fair. And I also want to make sure my business is sustainable and making money, right? And it can continue to grow. When you pull these together and integrate them and you make a contract that can allow for both, you're both playing the role of the CEO or HR director. You're both playing the role of the friend and the leader. As you integrate these, now you can say, hey, in order to make my life go forward, like let's symbolically, it's a business. I've got these different parts of me. There's a part that wants things to not be so tough and difficult and fair to this employee part of me. And this other part that's like, hey, I need income and energy in a sustainable way of doing this. And I actually need to make money. What is the thing that symbolically makes money for you that feeds your life? And what is the thing that helps you not feel so burnt out and stressed out like an employee? As you learn to meet those needs and integrate that, now you have a successful business with a successful culture. So, my point here, kind of sharing this today, is that you can go from this external world, as you see here on the left, of I got all these problems and these people and this money and this thing and this relationship and all these challenges. And you zoom back and you ask yourself, what is the function? What do I really need or want from this? And as you merge that with your internal world, this is teaching me something about my internal world. You heal the internal world first, and then you can go out and create a more powerful external world. My invitation is that as you see the parts of your grand whole, of your universe, you can go out into the bigger universe and create something more beautiful and wonderful. The universe or God has your back, and all the lessons and curriculum are being sent to you just as you need them. If you can see things through the right lens, you are more empowered to create a more beautiful world. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today. Have a great day. Take care.